Good morning, good morning.
And welcome back to the Room 734 podcast.
You are looking live.
Looking live.
Looking live. There you go.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back.
Come on, Bella, you don't have any backup singing.
We have a very special edition of the podcast this week. We have three very special guests. Two of our student ambassadors. I want to introduce Miss Colleen Jones first. Let's get a clap.
Yeah.
Known in some circles as Lil Woo Woo.
That's right.
Yeah.
Miss Jones, would you want to introduce our other two podcast guests today?
Yeah, I would be happy
Let's
to
do
do
it.
that.
Let's do
So I forced these two. No, I didn't force them. They wanted to do it. These are two of our awesome 8th grade students, Bella Potts and Finn Yates.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Clap it up.
Clap it out. And they are our student ambassadors to the superintendent of schools, Mr. Scott K. Coward. And they are in that role because they both have amazing voices and ideas for our school. They represent a diverse group of kids here. And so that's why they're here. And I'm excited to hear what they got to say today.
Hey, we're excited
We're
to have
excited.
all three of y'all on here. Seriously. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yep. First students on the pod, by the way.
First.
Yeah, let's get another
Yeah, clap it up. And hey, listen, we have.
Before students on the pod, Sam.
Hey,
You're so nonchalant.
we've been trying to figure out a way to get some students on the podcast eventually, and so that time is now. That time is here.
Time's here.
That's right. So I'm fired up for that.
So before we get into our questions for you guys, if you've watched the podcast, there is a segment on the show that every single episode that we do, we
gonna
do
be
this.
on it.
Yeah, we're not going to miss this segment on any of our episodes. And it's called the Post Office. All right, it's called the Post Office because Postel, to play on Postel, and it's because he always takes us somewhere.
But he also
Okay.
just delivers.
He just delivers.
Yeah, always.
And so today he's going to hit us with a motivational speech.
A special rendition.
So let me make sure all of our levels are right. I didn't think to do that.
Do I do it in the post office voice?
Duh.
All right, here we go.
We good here?
We're good?
We're good?
Send it,
live.
Posty.
We're live. Here we go.
Take us away.
You are looking live here on Nat Geo. We're never going anywhere as Nat Geo, but we're going to the post office for a little motivational speech for all you listeners. So listen up to the real on the paper. Here we go. This is not a drill. I'm gonna get my paper right here.
Yep.
This is not a gentle pep talk. This is your official invitation to go absolutely feral on your own on your own potential. You've got dreams sitting in your brain doing nothing. It's in all caps. Rent free. It's time to evict the doubt, kick down the door of hesitation, and body slam every excuse that even thinks about stopping you. You are not average. You are not kind of good. You are a cosmic, turbocharged, titanium-plated, destiny-devouring machine
Yes.
built to do things that make your future self stand up and clap like they're at the Super Bowl. Sorry. You have survived every bad day you've ever had. You're undefeated, sorry.
Dang.
You're on a winning streak that started the day you were born. And today, you add another W.
That's right.
That's right.
We eat W's. Shout out James Winston. When life says be realistic, you say be quiet. When doubt whispers you can't, you laugh loudly. When failure knocks, you open the door, stare in the eyes, and say, wrong house, buddy.
Period.
There's a period there, so you got period.
And you still have a little bit more to
Yeah,
read.
yeah.
Oh, God, okay. You can run through walls that architects, sorry.
We have
Swore.
students here who can read.
Were load bearing. You can summon energy from dimensions scientists haven't even named yet. So stand up roll your shoulders back, crack your knuckles, take a deep breath, and remember, the world isn't waiting on someone else. It's waiting on you. Now go absolutely annihilate your goals like it's your job, because it is.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Not
chats.
pun
And that
intended
is
there.
the post office in room 734 podcast.
On
Nat Geo on YouTube.
Found anywhere. We're 734 streams.
That was so good. We're still looking live
all
over there.
platforms for 734 podcast streams.
By the way, how many followers?
Yeah, give us
Do
a
we have-
follow.
Do we have a
All
count?
right, we have a count. I did a count yesterday.
Okay, okay. What do
I
we
sent it
have?
to them.
Spotify?
You, on Spotify, between Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yep.
When we've been doing this since
August.
Yeah.
And I will say,
August-ish.
I'll say as well that it hasn't been long since we reached the 1,000 mark across all
Yeah,
platforms.
true.
So yeah, we hit the 1,000 mark about a week ago.
Yeah.
About a week ago. But we are now at 1,179.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
our TikTok's
growing.
blowing up. Yeah. And growing.
Ghost Energy, we have a following. We need
Hey,
you to sit up and pay
Ghost,
attention,
come on,
Ghost.
Ghost Energy.
Come on, Ghost. Come
Please. All right, so now we have some questions for our special guest. So you guys ready? Are y'all pumped for
Let's
this?
go. Let's
do
go.
it. All right. So we want to kind of highlight some of the stuff that's going on around the school, but also just some personal things about you guys. So there's questions about both. All right, so our first question is, what clubs or teams are you part of, and what are your goals in those areas?
Okay, I'm a part of the marching band at the high school. I'm vice president of Beta Club and Student Council. I'm in jazz band, and I've been preparing for my district honor band audition since September.
Nice.
I mean, do you ever sleep, Bella?
No.
Okay.
How do you balance it all?
I don't know. I just do.
Yeah.
I really like everything that I'm a part of. So it's a mix of just wanting it enough to balance it and just make something work, and checking my email, because if I didn't, if I didn't check my email, I wouldn't know what was going on, like days of podcasts and scripts.
Well, hey, I mean, when you're a cosmic turbocharged titanium plated destiny devouring machine.
Do you really need sleep at that point? Like,
I mean, yeah. So
No.
That's
or
awesome.
water,
That's
evidently.
or water.
Is there somebody? Is there somebody in? Yeah. Okay. Hey, while we're on it, everybody in the comments tell Postel to drink water, please.
Yeah. Was a whole pre-pod good conversation.
Coffee's all I need.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, coffee's made up of like a super high percentage of water. So
Thank you.
You can't have coffee unless you have water in the coffee machine.
Thank you, Bella.
there you go. What do you have to put in the Keurig?
Water.
So
Water.
you'll be fine.
What is even a Keurig anyways? Like, those cups sketch me out.
Microplastics.
No,
exactly.
no. Hey, Keurig, if you want to sponsor us,
we need you to sponsor.
Feel free.
Want to send us some coffee or something?
But no, it's super convenient. This is a shameless Keurig plug, but it's convenient little cups filled with coffee grounds that the water just infiltrates.
So is it instant coffee or is it Keurig coffee?
I think it's an instant. It's a single cup made of coffee pot coffee. It's not instant coffee because that's a different thing.
Millennials, drip coffee forever. You need the filter and the.
There's a filter in there, I'm sure.
Is this
right?
all the
Keurig?
You have to clean it.
Yeah.
When was the last
You
time
do
you
have to
cleaned
clean
a
it. You do
Keurig
have to clean
filter?
You do?
Yes.
When was the
Well, I
last
don't.
time you cleaned your Keurig filter?
Never.
Gross.
It adds caffeine.
Yeah.
It adds flavor.
Thank you,
yeah,
Gabriella, for cleaning the Keurig filter.
Shout out Gabrielle.
Shout out to Gabriella.
Yep.
So
She does clean it.
While we're on the topic of this, microplastics, this is a little known fact that I like to share with people. It is estimated that we Americans consume a credit card worth of plastic. You ready for this? Every week.
Snap.
Maybe that machine comment wasn't that far off.
Every week. Yeah. So
So, yeah. We're still living.
Oh, well.
So basically, you eat a credit card every week. You consume
Tastes
a credit
good.
card every week. Yeah.
Hey, as long as it tastes like coffee, then, then we're good. But what about you, Finn? What you got?
I'm part of baseball and cross country, and also FFA. I do junior AgMech for the competition, and I'm president of Beta Club.
There you go.
Dude, let's clap it up. for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And hey, while we're on it, we haven't given this person a shout out yet, but shout out to Mr. Brock.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Mr. Brock.
Man.
Yep.
He the man.
Yep. He is. Absolutely.
And he doesn't eat any credit cards of plastic any week.
I bet he does.
You do think he does?
So,
I bet we all do.
so we got the vice president and the president of Beta Club right
And
here.
student council.
Right.
He's
Oh,
president of
wow.
student
Okay.
council.
So my question for you, Bella, is: do you ever get jealous?
No, because I know in any given election I could beat him.
Heck yeah.
Shots
Even
fired.
Chaz blinked on that.
And he never blinks. Okay.
Never. Never.
No, but that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. You want me to get the next one?
You get it, man.
All right. And either one of y'all can answer first. It doesn't matter. But what have those clubs taught you about teamwork and leadership?
I mean, being junior beta, it's given me a lot to, work to, and it's thrown a lot at me, and it's just helped me grow as a leader.
Yeah.
And also teach me teamwork, because every meeting we have, I'm doing it with like either the secretary, vice president, or social media person, and we're just, as a team, like leading everybody through the meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What about you, Bella?
I've learned the most about leadership and teamwork from marching band, definitely. It was like a really huge opportunity to get to march as an 8th grader. And in marching band, we have, of course, Miss Mitchell that we look up to and Mr. Bass, but it's very student leadership focused. It's like a whole leadership team. We have our drum majors, our section leaders, our band captains, and then we have our grade reps. And when you're new, you look up to them so much and you get to grow with them.
Yeah.
And teamwork and like leadership isn't just about giving instructions. It's about giving advice and making sure everyone knows the rules, making sure you're helpful, and like leading by example.
Yeah.
And also, I wasn't really athletic growing up, so that was my first time experiencing a team with like leadership. So it was a really good experience for me.
Yeah.
Very
Excellent.
cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Postel. Rip the next one.
All right. So, what has stepping into a role of leadership looked like for you?
It's helped me grow a bunch, and I've really enjoyed it, especially being president of Beta, and I guess student council. There's not really that much you do there, but being Beta, it's just been fun to be able to lead people and stuff, and yeah.
What about on baseball and cross country? What does that look like?
Just setting a good example for the younger kids, so that they have something to look up to and do the right thing. So.
Yeah.
And win, by the way.
Win.
And win. Like, how many back-to-back championships do we have?
Yeah, they were pretty
bunch.
successful.
In baseball and cross country.
I know for sure baseball has at least 3 in a
We're
row.
about to have
That's
4
right.
this
Yeah.
next year.
We're about to have 4. Yeah.
Hey,
4.
that's-
Listen up,
yeah.
baseball teams out there.
And our boys cross country team hasn't lost in, I can't remember how
8
long.
years.
A bunch.
8
Dang.
years. Back, yeah. That's a
Shout
lot.
out to the cross country team.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Duffy.
The other coach does.
Huge
That
shout
was
out
good
The other
Shout out
coach
to
stuff
Big
is.
Duff.
Yeah.
to Big Duff.
Same here.
All right.
I've
not that cool.
learned a lot about community service through Beta Club because I've always loved community service because I started my nonprofit when I was in like 3rd grade, I'm pretty sure. But Beta Club gives me an opportunity to serve my community with my peers. It has connections that I might not have. And it warms my heart to see so many people getting involved in everything that Beta does, especially with the can drive that we just did. People like see it as a competition, but it's also thinking about it big picture. All the things that everyone brought in is going to people who really need it. So
Absolutely.
it's really cool to
Yeah.
witness that and be a part of that.
Yeah. And really quick, tell us about your nonprofit.
I have a nonprofit called Bella's Boxes, and every month we do a box and we just give to people who need it. A lot of them are like food pantry centered, like in Thanksgiving. We do Thanksgiving meals and like canned foods and like fruit and like a treat, and we put them in a bag and put them in pantries because people can't afford like a huge Thanksgiving dinner. But that doesn't mean they don't deserve to like have something like more traditional.
100%.
And then during Christmas, we sponsor at least one child within like our school system, and we do this big gift box with all the presents they ask for inside. And that's those are two of my favorites that are traditions.
Yeah. That is awesome.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
That's
I didn't know
something
about that.
those kids will never forget right there.
Can I say something too?
Yeah.
Of course.
On that topic of Thanksgiving and stuff, every year Mr. Brock does Thanksgiving in a box, which is where we people donate like turkeys, corn, mac and cheese, green beans and stuff, and giving the people like boxes of Thanksgiving with all that stuff to people who can't afford it.
Yeah.
And did you and Finn and other kids in our FFA, they'll come up here during the break and they smoke those turkeys and they create the boxes, and so our students serve and give their time to do that when they couldn't be
Yeah.
at home sleeping until 12:45. I mean, but instead they come up here and they give back, which is good.
Well, and I think to me that's what marks a true leader, is somebody that's willing to go above and beyond to do those extra things.
Yeah.
It's not, hey, y'all go do this and take care of this. It's, hey, we're gonna do this together. And I feel like that's what makes a good leader, and that's why you guys are so remarkable.
And I'm going to jump in there too, because in our last leadership team meeting here at the school with the teachers, I talked to them about the concept of low ego service. That like great teams are created by people who have that low ego service mindset. So
Yeah.
And I think that's definitely one of the biggest qualities of a good leader. And I mean, you can speak to this. It's like it's more so about serving others than necessarily anything else really.
Right.
I mean, serving is a great. It's not even a byproduct. It's just how you are a good leader, basically. So.
And can we do one more FFA drop? What's the motto? Because it's got service in the motto, right? This one goes out to Mr. Brock.
I don't remember the
Is it
entire.
lead to serve?
It's like learning to serve, doing to serve, living to. I don't know.
Living to lead.
It's like living to learn, doing to serve, or something like that. It has a bunch of that in it. I don't know though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a lot on your plate, man. It's okay.
Yeah, while we're talking about food, you got a lot on your plate, man.
Yeah.
All right, so this next question might actually be my favorite question, because I feel like it is relevant to every single person, not just students or people that work in education. What motivates you to show up and give your best on days when it would be easier not to?
I got this one. So when it comes to everything that I do, but specifically marching band, what motivates you is, I don't know how to put this. It's like when you're walking up a hill and you're like 3/4 of the way up and you think it'd just be easier to quit because it's so much easier going down, but you're like, well, I just spent all this time going 3/4 of the way up and I worked so hard. So then like you honestly feel like you have no other choice, but also you want to keep going until like you reach the end. Because at the beginning of marching band season, not counting new member camp or pre-camp, it's from 9 to 9 plus an extra hour till 10 for 5 days a week. So it's 60 hours, like during July, like during summer, of just technique and working on the show if we have it, working on music.
Yeah.
And
Just-
at that point, you're not giving up. You're not
Yeah.
gonna quit. It's so much fun and it's so like rewarding to see at competitions when we get a good score, seeing all your like teammates, all your other band members, just getting excited for something that y'all have, as a group have worked so hard and put so much like blood, sweat, and tears into.
Yeah.
Plus like 9 hours, I think, nine hours in a like week of marching band. Because we have Monday, Tuesday, QAP Wednesday, Thursdays till 9, and then games on Friday. So it's just, you put so much work into it that it motivates you to keep going and just keep giving all you got.
Yeah. For those who don't know, people who march, they grind.
Yeah.
Like there is a whole bunch of time.
If they were an NFL position, what would marching band people be?
No, that's a
depends
room
on the
734
instrument.
question right there.
Yeah, I know. I listen. I'm a subscriber.
Yeah, we'll have to
Flesh that out. Look, Posty's wheels are turning over there.
Tuba, you be
time to go to class. Do what?
If you're tuba, you gotta be O-line because the instrument's heavy.
I know
So,
the
you're
kicker
gonna
would be.
O-line.
Who?
So that would be me. I'm in front ensemble, so we have like the big instruments that we got to lug down and up the hill. I play vibraphone. That would be the kicker, because people like
100%.
Like, people who don't
She was a
understand,
kicker.
people who don't know ball think, oh, it's just the kicker. But when you just got that touchdown and you need that extra point, who's everybody looking at? Who's everybody looking at?
Hey, clap it up. clap it up. That's what I'm talking
So
about.
I know you don't
Put
know
some
this.
respect on him.
Coach
We
Wiggins
can just go for 2.
he was a kicker. He kicked for West Georgia.
Get out
Yeah,
here.
he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Awesome. I love that response. Great response.
What motivates me is knowing that the people like below me in 6th grade and 7th grade, that I gotta set a good example for them. And if I'm not feeling good that day or something, I can either sit sorry for myself or be a turbocharged whatever machine, and I can fix it. I can do something and make a difference doing it myself, when I could just sit there and be sorry for myself. So it's a decision that you can make, and I choose to make the better decision usually.
Yeah. Yep. All right. What's one risk you hope to be brave enough to take in the next 5 years? It's a thinker.
And we can come back to this one if we need
Yeah.
to, because this one is really. If you asked me this question, I would say I don't know.
Let's
I
come
don't
back
know.
to
That's
it.
like
Yeah.
a year after I graduate high school.
Mm-hmm.
And, I know what I want to do, but I don't know a risk I want to take.
Okay, what's
'Cause-
something that you
Yeah.
want to do?
I want to go to college. Right now, I'm looking at Alabama, but as promised to Ms. Jones, I will also look at Auburn. Okay, so before I get attacked, I'm not looking at Alabama because of their football team. I'm looking
Yeah.
at Alabama because of their band. But I want to major in either like communications or marketing, and I want to get a good job, basically.
Yeah.
So as a Georgia fan,
Redcoats are, by the way, that's what I said. The Redcoats is a good marching band, by the way.
I will
They
say
don't
this
have a
too.
pit, and I don't want a March battery.
Look, as a Georgia fan, I did go to Tuscaloosa a few weeks ago, and they have this big quad area, and before the game, the different sections of the band get together and they play, and it's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was
That
pretty
sounds
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome. So, yeah, I mean,
Ben, what risk?
I don't really know a risk. I guess maybe apply for the United States Naval Academy. That'd be very interesting to go to. And I believe when you graduate, if you went back to the Navy, you'd be automatically like a second lieutenant. If I ever need to go back to the military, I just think it'd be cool because it's like really good physical and mental development in the military, and great education. If you get there, it's free too. And that's where people like Ron DeSantis, I think he went there, and just produces great people.
I mean, can we shout out the Naval Academy? Are you listening to this
Hey,
kid?
shout out to the Naval Academy.
Yeah,
clap
5
it up
years.
for the neighbor.
From 5 years from now, your future enrollee, right here.
And I know you mentioned some people who have attended. Do you have any? I don't know if this has changed, but I know when we used to talk about, social studies and government stuff like that, you have talked about having future hopes of running for president. Is that still a hope of yours?
Yes, it is.
So Finn Yates, what year
I mean, I'd
are
go
you
for him right
eligible?
now.
2048 would be my earliest eligible year.
Okay, hey, Finn
That's
Yates,
a list.
2040.
You heard it here
Yeah.
first.
The
You heard it
Naval
here first.
Academy, your future president.
Can I tell you why I would like
Yeah,
to?
tell us why,
dude,
man.
tell us why.
Because-
Let's shut out.
There's stupid people doing stupid things in stupid places, and they do a horrible job with it, and it makes our country terrible. And somebody's got to fix that. And when people say that the chances are so low, I just tell them somebody's got to do it.
Hey, that's a risk
Because-
right there.
Yeah,
That's a
but-
risk.
Yep. So maybe not in the next 5 years, but that's a risk right there. So that's awesome, man.
We could do a lot of fixing things.
Look, hey, when you run for president, just know you will get an endorsement from room 734.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we got you.
Everyone in
Yeah.
our graduating class is going to vote for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You will win the state of Georgia.
Unless
do know
Bella
that.
runs against him.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
She said, no thanks.
You have my vote.
Hey,
And communications degree, y'all can work together on the campaign.
Room 734 pod in the Oval Office.
Hey,
Stop.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, get get the ball rolling on that. Okay.
Look, just when you get to that position, just don't forget the 734 guys. Yeah.
We launched his political career.
We're gonna be three, 40-year-old men doing a
40. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
All right, Postel, what you got, man?
How do you define success for yourselves?
Okay. Success, being to a spot spiritually with God and Jesus Christ. And Paul writes a lot in the New Testament about assurance in your faith. And I just look to grow that every day. Like, my mind is always wired on whatever action I do. Like, would Jesus do this? And Jesus is the biggest influence in my life. He influences 100% of my thoughts and my actions and stuff. And he helps me fight my flesh when it's acting up, I guess.
Yeah.
And just success, being a true follower of Christ and having true faith that'll produce fruit.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That is.
What an answer from an 8th grade kid right there.
I know.
What an answer.
I define success as not how well I do something, but how much I grow. Because I have so many little and big successes in my life. Like just going from not being able to sight read crap and feeling like I'm gonna cry every time I get new music because I can't read it, to sight reading a new 2-piece page of music in 1 to 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see where you go. I've grown in my faith a lot this year. I've grown physically and mentally a lot this year, and it's just looking at where you were versus where you're going and how big of a jump that is. I defined success for a little bit of just being able to get my vibraphone down a hill by myself without hitting a curb or a car.
That's a challenge.
A very big challenge. So in the future, if I hit your car, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Hey, that thing's heavy.
It is. It's really heavy. But yeah, I just define success as versus looking back on where you started versus where you end.
Yeah.
And anything that you do.
Excellent.
Dude, before I ask this next question, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I did not have that mindset when I was
Honestly.
an 8th grader. So
Same.
props to you. Yeah, honestly.
I'm being real.
All right.
Hey, can I say something quick?
Yeah.
You know what? Two awesome answers.
Yes.
And you know what?
Yeah.
When I was in 1st grade, I became a follower of Christ. I got saved. And one of the biggest things my pastor, Brother Stephen Shaw, Brother Stephen,
Who's been on the
always
He's
said,
been on the podcast, yeah.
always
Shout out,
said,
Brother
school is the biggest mission field. So you guys keep doing what you're doing and doing a fantastic job.
Sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. So kind of, rolling into the same theme of things here, who is someone, it could be a teacher, coach, family member, teammate, that has impacted the direction and goals of your future and why?
Oh, I got this one. I have 3. And these are 2 teachers and a band director. First, one of my biggest influences when it comes to my education, shout out Miss Costley. The Miss Costley senior.
Mama Costley.
Mama Costley.
I had her too.
Shout out Mama Costley because she really ignited my love for reading, my love for social studies, really just my enjoyment of coming to school, not to socialize, but to learn. She is she's played the biggest part in it. And I could say that about so many teachers, but when that really stood out, Mama Costley. And then when it comes to my mindset when it comes to school, shout out Miss Elton, because last year I used to have so many doubts. I'd be anytime I'm going into a test, I'd be oh, I'm gonna fail this, oh, I don't know this. And then she's well, yes you can, because if you believe in yourself, you can do anything. And when I switched that mindset, even though I was already doing good in her class, I was having so much more faith, so much less stress, just from believing in myself, and she really helped me achieve that. And then first and
shout out Miss
foremost,
Elton.
yeah,
She
shout
is
out Miss
a
Elton.
friend of
Love
the
Miss
podcast.
Elton.
Yeah.
She is.
And then last of all, shout out Miss Mitchell at the high school, because oh my gosh, I look up to her so much, and she's such a good example just for who I should be as a person and a mindset I should have. Because one of our biggest sayings in marching band, we chant this like a cult every game and every practice. It's our mission is to achieve seamless unity through dedication toward our common goals as one pride and one community. And then we scream "Go Pride, go!" and jump up and down. Yeah. But it's just that mindset going in to 8th grade and just going into life, it's really helpful just to think like that in every team that you're part of. So
Very
shout out
cool.
Mama Costley, Miss Ellen, and
Very
Miss Mitchell.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys. Let's get
Give a clap.
Some people First of all, Big Duff, the bald one.
The short one.
The great bald
And the
one.
old
Dude,
one.
the bald one.
He's always motivated me, whether it be in wrestling or cross country, and I go see him almost every day, whether it be in the morning or the afternoon or when I'm getting my teacher's drink. I always stop by and see him. He's just always been there for me and motivated me and helped push me to see what I can, like my true potential, and yeah. And for another one, a coach, my life coach, Jesus. Whether it be in anything, he's always there for me, whether I feel him or not. He's everywhere at once. He gives me his word through the Bible, which is an acronym, basic instruction before leaving earth. He's always coaching me, and I'm thankful that where we live today, like we have 24/7 access to the Word of God, whether it be on our phone or Chromebook, the actual Bible itself. Yeah, I just want to thank both of them.
Shout
Very
out,
good.
man.
Very good.
Shout out.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
clap it up.
That's all. Yeah. Clap it up for all of us.
For the bald one and JC.
That's right. All right. Let's see. The last question, I think, here. What is a challenge that you have faced in school, sports, or life in general that ended up teaching you something important about yourself?
Okay. A challenge that I've struggled with in everything that I do is frustration, because I'm not initially like the best of the best I can be at everything I start. And growing up, that wasn't always the case. So it was like hard adjusting when it's like, oh shoot, this is really difficult. Why can I not do this? And I used to get really frustrated and really mad, and that would hinder me from growing, because I was just stuck in the I can't versus I can. I just need to get there. And when it comes to learning music, that is what helped me like break through that wall, because like I said, I couldn't sight read anything, and if you know anything about like concert band sight reading, you can't avoid it. I have to sight read for LGPE, I have to sight read new music when we get it, I have to sight read for my district audition, and just learning skills and like learning tricks from other people on how to do that is something that has really helped me, because that was my biggest challenge. Like, it kept me up at night. It was bad, but now I can do it. I wouldn't say I can do it good, but I can do it better than when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
There you go.
And like marching band helped me do that, because we get our music for the show like written by somebody, and we never know when we're going to get new music. So you have to learn it fast and pick it up fast, because percussion's music comes like later than other people's. So I was learning 2 full sheets of music, and in total that would be like 8 sheets, because we have a 4-movement show. I was learning 2 full sheets of music in like a day, and then having to know where certain letters and certain concert markings were when we're on the field doing it. Because she'd say like, I don't know, go to the bird visual. I don't have a visual, but it's just learning where things are and picking things up quickly.
No.
That's insane. That's impressive. Anybody that can do all that musically it's very impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
The challenge I've had is not being ashamed of what I think and what I believe. So there's obviously my opinion. I'm very opinionated, so this is pretty important for me. Obviously, I think my opinion's the best, other than Christ. But of all current people on earth, I think my opinion's the best, or else it wouldn't be mine. I'd just change it if it wasn't that good. That's why a lot of the things I want to do one day, like if I potentially run for office one day of any government, I think what I would think for the people would be their best interest. That's what I would go for. And just not being ashamed of what I believe. Like, before I eat my lunch, I'll always say a blessing, and I didn't used to do that because I would be like ashamed of what people would say of me, but I'm not anymore. And that was just a challenge, because there's a lot of people around, and a lot of times it can put a lot of pressure on you to do what maybe they want to do or they want you to do. And you just gotta stay strong in what you believe. I don't know the word for it. Well, I was looking for a specific word.
Yeah.
But stay strong in what you believe, and don't let anybody change it, because your way sometimes is the better way.
Right.
Oh, another thing about Finn and his opinions, he is one of the best debaters like in like our grade that I think I've ever seen. Because we were debating in homeroom or like BCC or something, and it was like a bunch of people talking at once. Not once did he ever say something rude or disrespectful or tear down someone else's ideas or even raise his voice. It was really cool to see. It was awesome.
Thank you. And a lot of inspiration from Charlie Kirk there, too.
And I think too, and what you're saying about Finn and just in general, I think it is the greatest thing that we live in a place where we can respectfully disagree with other people. And I think that's something I respect about both of y'all, is just from what y'all have said, is that you can have a conversation with somebody, and even if you disagree, there is a way that you can be respectful about it, and that's something that is very, very admirable, especially today.
Yeah, and a lot of times in today's society, that's a lost art. I mean, just the ability to listen to somebody else and hear their, opinions or beliefs, or just, how they think, and, not attack them for it, but, just hear them out. I mean, it's a lost art, and I think that this country as a whole would be, and the world would be a better place if everybody was, had that same mindset and was a little bit better at that skill. Before we move on to the questions for Miss Jones, let's clap it up for these two right here.
Yeah.
Let's clap it up for these two. I mean, two incredible 8th grade students, wise beyond their years, and obviously, have their head on their shoulders the correct way. So, 6th graders, 7th graders, other 8th graders at this school and other schools. I mean, you can look up to these two, and if you can try and do things, and think about things the way that these two do, it'll take you to good places. So, thank y'all for coming on.
Yes, thank
Y'all
y'all.
are unbelievable.
Thank y'all.
Yep.
All right, Presto, you got our first question for Miss Jones.
Oh, Miss Jones.
Let's go,
So,
you
hey,
three.
let me
Don't
say
be
this
scared.
really quick.
Don't be
Before
scared.
we start the questions, this podcast wouldn't be a thing without Miss Jones. And we've said it before. Clap it up for that. We've said it before on the podcast, but we told her about our idea, and without even blinking, she was like, "Yep, let's do it." So, she was a driving force behind this to start, and still is. So, we thank you for that.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm a listener and a follower. I love it. And a promoter.
And a huge promoter.
Yes, yes.
We got a shout out on the announcements this morning.
Yeah, no doubt.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's go.
Miss Jones, why do you do what you do?
Okay, so that's number one. Shout out to these two, because I agree with y'all. Like just listening to them is a reminder of why I do what I do, is to create kids that have their own vision, their own voice, and can go out and serve their own communities. But really, my leadership story goes all the way back to when I was in high school. I went to Fayette County High School, so
Shout out.
shout out to the Tigers out there if you're listening from FACO. And really, my leadership story is a sad one. It starts in tragedy. My 14-year-old brother committed suicide when I was a junior in high school. And a lot of that had to do with the struggles he had in school. And so he had a learning disability. School was always very, very hard for him. And within his freshman year, he had a teacher who was, just for lack of a better word, pretty non-empathetic, right? And so he had failed his math class, right? And he was upset about that. So he went to his teacher that day. And this is back in the old days when report cards were on paper. And so he kind of talked to the teacher about that. And she said, "Well, it's an F. You earned it, And it just created, obviously, because he'd still be here with us today, a hopelessness in his life. And I'm pretty petty. So even at 16 years old, I was able to sit back and look at that whole situation, like, the greatest tragedy of my life, and say, like, schools shouldn't be that way.
Right.
Teachers shouldn't be that way. Life shouldn't be that way, right? And so even at 16, I kind of stepped back and said, because I'm petty, well, I'm going to become a teacher and I'm going to be 80 million times better than that lady. And man, my class is going to be fun and it's going to be engaging and kids are going to feel light and hope and peace and they're going to want to come to school and all those things. So I did that. Shout out to West Georgia. Went to West Georgia. Became a teacher and I taught and I loved being a teacher. I loved being in the classroom. And then Dr. Dana Harmon, who I think taught some of y'all, right? Yeah.
She was a principal at Central High School.
There you go.
So
Shout out to the GOAT, Dana Harmon. So she came to me one day. She was my principal at the time and said, so what are you going to do like later in your life? Like that 5-year question, like what risk do you want to take? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm doing what I want to do. And she said, well, no, I think like this magic you create right here in your classroom, like you could create whole schools that are magical like your classroom. And I thought, well, maybe I can do that. And so she really motivated me to take a risk and step out and lead schools that are fun. Yeah, let me drop the F word. Fun. Yeah. Schools should be fun, right? Clap that out. And again, it should be a place where kids find hope. And so for me, that's the driving force behind everything I do. If people are always like, God, how much coffee does she drink in the morning? Like, you know, because y'all know, I come in hot every morning, and y'all are all probably still half asleep. Yep. Way hot. But man, there's a lot of heart behind that. Yeah. And if you don't know my story, you don't know that. You just think I'm crazy, which I am kind of too. But no, that's because I want kids to smile, and I want them to come to school, and I want them to feel good about where they're at.
Let's clap that right there. Hey, and before we move on to the next question, this is super quick. You know, you mentioned that you used to be a teacher.
Oh yeah.
What
I still am. I'm a teacher of teachers now.
Yeah, that's right. What grade level and subject did you used to teach?
Oh, lean in, folks. 7th grade social studies.
Kaboom.
Shout out to social studies gang right here, man.
I mean, and no pressure for these guys collabing with, you know, the person who literally wrote the curriculum maps 13 years ago. You're welcome.
So, all right, when you think about the future of our school, what is the vision that motivates you the most?
So that's a great question. And for me, it's about that initial drive and vision of like, hey, you know, schools need to be fun. They need to be places where kids find voice, where they find hope, where they find their thing. Like, and again, we do a lot of goal setting and stuff like that here. Like, you know, we always talk about being a goal getter, but that's really like what the whole purpose, like, that we have kids that have grit, just like you said, like, cause, and that we have kids that have some fortitude and some stick-to-itiveness, and so are we creating young adults who are going to go and do big things, you know, and that's very big. It's a very broad thing, but like, how do we not let, I mean, the state has lots of expectations. Our district has lots of expectations. Like, there's all these hoops we got to jump through, for lack of a better word, but how do we do the things we know we have to do, but then also create the magic along with that? And like, how do you balance both of those things? So I think we've done that very successfully in 4 years here at Central Middle School. But how do we keep elevating that? How do we grow with our students? Because times is changing. I mean, you know, and so as their worlds change, how do we evolve with them? And I'm also going to say, y'all know I have big dreams. So like, I'm just going to use a couple of words with you guys here. Rock wall. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would. Yes, I would love to.
Oh yeah.
I have a vision.
That would be awesome.
If REI, if you're listening, I could use a sponsor. That's all.
REI and Ghost.
Yeah.
Because we need energy to get up to the rock wall.
Well, and it could be part of the goal getters. Because again, Bella, when she said she was talking about success is defined by growth, y'all, that's everything.
Right.
Like, I don't expect any of our students to be perfect. I don't expect our teachers to be perfect. But I do expect everybody to grow, you know, and to come and give your best and continue to move forward. So, and that's what a rock wall is all about, right? Like,
That's right.
everybody's mountaintop is different. So.
Yep.
It is symbolic.
Which is why we should give it.
I agreed, Bella. I
I mean,
agree.
if you can make everything that you've done for FFA happen, you can make a rock wall happen. For sure.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
If she can make a podcast happen with us three.
I think that was probably a harder thing to do than the rock wall.
Yeah.
But so in that vision, what role do students play in that? I know we do a lot of things that are student-led at this school, right? So what role do students play in that vision?
Really, they are one of the biggest partners in that vision. Teachers obviously are 50% of that vision, but students are the other 50%. I do want more student voice. Like, they know that's why they're even sitting in here today, is because I feel like they have amazing things to say and amazing stories to tell. And sometimes when we get so busy as the adults in the building, we don't slow down enough to listen to our students. So for me, the next chapter, the next evolution of our school is going to come from them. You know, they're going to tell me where are we weak? Where can we get better? Where are kids struggling? And so for me, giving student voice, leadership, service is important. So they're really everything in that vision.
All right, so our next question.
Oh gosh.
What is the funniest or memorable moment you can remember in your education career?
Okay. So I have two, just right off the hip. But, okay, so as a teacher or as an administrator?
Both.
Both.
You can do
Or
both
either
if you want,
end up-
or either one. You can do both.
I did tell them an off-camera story about something that occurred in the 3-story building at Central High School that we cannot put on camera, because Mr. Edwards and I are going to take that to our graves.
It was insane.
Hey,
by
can
the way.
I give a quick shout out to Kelly Edwards?
Yes,
We have not
that's
given
my
him a shout
homie.
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and yeah.
Go, Coach Edwards.
And let me shout out to him too. I mean, he and I are so different, but he's like my brother in this. And so that makes a really great journey for these kids, is that I can create awesome kids that can go up there. And I know my friend and colleague is going to just continue to make awesome opportunities for them too. So shout out to my
Kelly
homie
Edwards.
Kelly.
That's
So,
right.
okay. So which one, administrator or teacher?
Let's go teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, back in the day, it was the CRCT, right? Because I am, in fact, over 40. Well, I'm over 40. So when Finn's running for president, I will not be in my 40s straight weekend. So, so we're teaching, and it's the CRCT. Everybody's quiet. You know, you get them all. This is back when it was paper pencils. So everybody's bubbled their names in. We're getting ready to go. And we start, and I'm like, all right, you may begin. And a poor student in my class lets out and rips the most ungodly fart in the entire world.
And you know how we feel about farts on this show.
It was.
So that is hilarious.
Y'all, it was awful. The only thing that could have been worse was like if it was communion, you know, if we were like at the altar. I mean, it was so bad. And when I tell you I could not get myself together, I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and so did the whole class. And so, yeah, I'll never forget that. So shout out to Bowden Middle School. You know who you are. I will not
Hopefully you're
identify
watching
you
this
either.
podcast.
Hopefully you are watching this
That'd be awesome.
podcast. But then my best administrator story also comes from Bowden. You know, again, shout out 30108. I was an AP at an elementary school, right? And so the kids got to vote on if they met their AR goal, what they wanted us to dress up as. So I was a penguin, right? And so I might even have to get y'all a picture to put on the reels and stuff. I think I've got
We
it
can do it.
somewhere.
We can do it.
Yeah.
But it was like a full penguin suit, like hood, beak, flippers, like yellow tights, the whole thing. And the principal was a snowman. That's Lori Teal. And she thought she'd make her own snowman costume. So it was really just giant white sweats with a bunch of like cotton batting in it. So she just looked like she had cellulite, number one. She didn't look like she didn't look like a snowman. But anyways, so in elementary school, sometimes when you're young, there are kids who really struggle with big emotions. So that day, we had a student that eloped from school. So he left campus. He was running. He was eloping up the street. And I'm in my penguin costume. So I, of course, have to go running up College Street after this kid in the penguin outfit. It is also car rider. That's close to dismissal. So I'm chasing this kid in a penguin costume, and when I finally catch him, he's screaming at the top of his lungs, "Let go of me, penguin! Let go of me!" And all the parents are just staring at me. And so anyways, I get him back in the building, and I get him to the principal's office, and he sits down and he goes, "Man, they sent the penguin to get me, and now I'm in the snowman's office." And so yet again, I couldn't.
So it's like a Batman villain.
Yeah, sounds like a Batman movie.
100%. I will never forget.
Oh
that.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's funny. And it's funny because I wish whenever I started teaching that I wrote down everything like that happened.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, you could tell a story from every single day.
And
Something happens every day.
One day when I retire, I'm gonna have a podcast. You guys are gonna side produce my podcast, and it's gonna be I want to speak to the principal.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm keeping my journal of things. So
Hey, and I'm sure, maybe not on this podcast, but I'm sure there's some Postel stories.
oh yes.
Hey, for those that don't know, Postal has his own currency, but that's a story for another time.
Yeah.
He does. In fact, have his own currency with his face on it.
You got the last one.
All right, last question. Kind of changing the topic here a little bit. If you had to give any advice or words of encouragement to any listeners or students going through a hard time, what would it be?
I mean, I actually met with a parent earlier this week, and we talked about this. Like, obstacles will always be there, right? I mean, you can't remove every barrier in your life. Those things are going to come up. But you, and I even told a teacher this yesterday, and y'all know I say it all the time, control the what?
Controllables.
That's one of my big says, is like, you got to control the things you can control. And so there's things outside of your influence that you have no control over, that it's just wasted energy to worry about those things. So common assessments, the big test, all of those barriers, and you just got to control the things that you can, that are in your sphere of influence, and then like, you got to be able to cope through those things. So I think one of the things that teachers can really teach these guys is coping skills, and that it's not about eliminating challenges for kids, but it's about teaching them how to cope and have grit and get through those things.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
So basically, thug it out is my advice.
Thug it out.
Can I just tell you?
Thug it out.
Thug it out.
Dug it out.
That's right.
So, look, we have probably about 5 minutes. I put this question on here just because it's it doesn't have anything to do with school. This one's just
I'm ready
kinda
for
fun.
this one.
Yep.
All right. So, and I've gotten into debates about this with people, actually. So which scares you more? The unknown of space, as in like outer space, or the unknown of the ocean?
The unknown of the ocean. Oh my goodness. You, like Ms. Jones said, control the controllables. You can't control what happens in space. If you send a mission team out to space and they find an alien, what are they going to do about it except come back and tell you there's an alien?
True.
Nothing. If we find something in our oceans, we can do something about it. We can fix it, which is why it honestly scares me more. Because it's like, if I don't know, a megalodon is found on my planet, well, that's scarier than, oh, yeah, there's life form on this planet. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
first
a
of
million
all,
miles
if
away.
a megalodon was found, that would be sick.
Yeah, Megalodon's out there, by the way.
But also, I agree. The vastness and the unknownness of the ocean is way scarier, in my opinion, because there's things in space that obviously we're never going to know about, right? But the fact that we've inhabited this planet for a long time and we don't know what's in our own ocean, that's scary.
Was it now?
Finn,
finding our ocean stuff?
Where are you
yeah,
at
I'm
on
pretty
this
sure.
debate?
I'm pretty sure.
The ocean, definitely, and I just think space exploration is the stupidest thing ever.
What?
But unless you find an asteroid that has trillions of dollars worth of minerals on it, there is 0 point. Why are we sending millions of dollars in space to study the moon of Saturn? What is that
Time out.
going to
Hey,
do for
I
us?
respectfully disagree, Finn Yates. I am on the other
That's a
side
good
of this
point.
debate. I
It's a
mean,
good point he makes.
no, the scariest thing is the unknown of space, period. Because, number one, I was traumatized as a child by Unsolved Mysteries. I know that wasn't in your era. Look it up, though. Put it on the reel. There's this whole creepy song. But on this show, they would talk about alien encounters, like real life alien encounters. So, like, Bella, like, we can't. And if you don't believe me, go on TikTok and I want you to look up the current meteor called A1. No, I'm not even playing with
steak
you.
sauce?
Spaceship
the
one?
steak sauce.
It is, yes, Finn knows what I'm talking about. It's not a steak sauce. They're saying there's a meteor that's coming towards the Earth, but NASA is like blocking pictures of it because it's a spaceship.
Hey,
Hey, do your research,
Room
kids.
734 is a fan of conspiracies. So
So, although Megalodon
I'll have
is
to-
scary, this spaceship hurtling at us currently, that NASA's
Hey,
covering up, is
control the
even
control.
scarier.
look, control what you can control.
Like, if a spaceship
E.T.
lands
was
on
a
Earth,
true story.
oh well. But if I get my leg bit off by a megalodon, I'm gonna be pretty mad about that.
yeah.
Like,
It was more detrimental to your health for sure.
yeah, because like
Yeah.
if an alien zaps me up,
But what if the
I'm not-
aliens come and
That's it.
create Megalodon? What if
What
they're...
if
I wish
what
they
if
would.
Megalodon
That'd be
is
awesome.
an alien?
Oh, oh.
Hey,
but back to what I was saying. Wasn't NASA originally supposed to be exploring the ocean?
I
I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure.
It
I
was.
think so.
It was in 1950. I saw an Instagram reel on it yesterday. I believe it was 1958 or something. And then they like stopped exploration. It was like some conspiracy theory. I think it's called. Yeah, it's either CIA Truth or Hidden Truth. Those are great.
So what if you heard
Instagram
about the
channels.
spaceship, though?
I haven't really heard that much about it. It just
I think that's true.
supposedly could be a spaceship. It's like shaped that way. And
Did
Do
you know
your
that
research, folks.
Going off of that.
Did you know that E.T. was a real story?
I do not.
I'm just I'm just thoroughly entertained that our future president is going to cancel NASA. Like,
Okay.
I'm just like,
So-
okay.
I never said.
Would you cancel
NASA?
I never said I would cancel it.
Okay, you're right.
Would you put NASA somewhere else?
Would you redirect it to ocean exploration?
Probably. I mean, there's not.
I mean,
I don't know if it's a. I don't think it's a government agency. There's not really that much I could do about it. But why? Like, there's no point in knowing what is on Saturn's moons or
I do think that it is
like what
probably
is
more valuable.
472 light years away from us. We're never getting there, and it's never gonna affect us.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's probably a little bit more valuable to learn and understand what's actually on the planet that we live on versus what's out there in the vast unknown.
Shout out to just great science. Earth science.
Yeah, Moody, Creek,
Yeah.
Tony.
Shout out all them.
Yeah.
All them.
Shout out.
Hey, clap it up for them, by the
Yeah,
way.
man. Teachers
All
in
right.
general. Yeah,
Science.
Bella. Clap it out for teachers.
They were our neighbors last year.
Yeah, they were.
When
Yeah.
y'all,
We're
when
sorry
y'all
about that.
We were when we were the 634.
podcast. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I think space is more interesting, but I think the bottom of the ocean scares me more.
There could be conservable, like there could be conservable. I don't know what it's called. There could be like energy sources at the bottom of our ocean, and we wouldn't even know. There could
Hey.
be resources. There could be a cure for
There's
cancer at the
little
bottom of the ocean.
heat vents that pop up, like
Yeah.
from the bottom.
Yeah, I remember learning
Yeah.
about that where it's like really dark down there, and there's the fish that live on the bottom of the ocean floor.
But
where
y'all, they're like contained in an apparatus. Like they're not coming out of the ocean to get us.
only-
Aliens
Are contained on the planet.
can come. No, they're not. They're in a spaceship coming at us right now.
They can't
In
be
the
there.
A1 spaceship, the steak sauce
it looks
spaceship.
like the
Oh.
it's
Shout
like,
out
it looks like
A1
the
steak
bottle of
sauce.
steak sauce.
Wait,
It's
wait,
right
Wait, I
there.
have a theory. Wait, can I see this?
Okay.
Okay, I saw this on Invincible. What if the aliens' time works differently than us? So when they get to our planet, they like die because their time's 100 years faster than ours.
Have y'all ever
Time
seen?
is an independent variable.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not
It is.
confined
It is.
to space or anything. I think saying that time if you travel the speed of light, you go faster. I think that's stupid because I don't actually think time itself. I don't know if I'm stupid or if I'm missing something or if I'm hard-headed here, but time itself cannot be controlled by something like light because they're not related. They're two different things.
Isn't time more affected by gravity though than light?
Yeah, I think.
Have you ever seen Interstellar?
I want to watch it.
Okay, so
movie.
basically the different planets that he goes to, the gravity effect is differently, and also the distance from Earth. I can't remember how they explained it, but basically time is perceived differently depending on gravity. So like in a black hole, time either doesn't exist. Like you could sit in a black hole for a year in Earth's time, but no time will pass.
It's all above me.
This
I don't know,
conversation
man.
went
I mean,
above Postfel's head 10 minutes ago at A1. He started thinking about steak.
Hey, me too, brother.
Did you know that ET is based Posto, what do you think about all this?
All right. Well, first off, I ain't never gonna go to space. So, the ocean scares me
Don't
the
ever
most.
say never.
I will never go to space. I'm sorry.
I would never
Hey.
voluntarily go to space.
I will never voluntarily go to space
But
We
you
could do
will
an episode from
voluntarily go to the
space.
ocean.
No.
We all do.
because I went to.
voluntarily go to the ocean.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I'm
Clock
not
it.
worried about what's like on the top, but only on the bottom. Like at the very, very bottom, like them goofy looking fish and stuff.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's the one with the light?
Angelfish.
Angelfish.
Nope.
Wait, have you seen,
Nope. That thing comes my way. Nope.
have you seen the tripod bit? Look it up.
A Bella recommendation. We'll put it in the show notes.
So look, I've had a great time doing this with you guys. This has been awesome.
Are we doing
Posto,
final
sorry.
shout outs? Is
Let's
it
do
time?
final shout outs.
That's a thing on this show. We can do final shout.
All right, everybody
Shout
get
out.
everybody
I
get a
interrupted
word on their
Wiggins.
final shout out. You start now.
Final shout out again. Shout out to my aunt and uncle. They have not missed a single episode. JJ and Rosebud. Shout out to my wife Rachel.
Yay!
And shout out to Kirby Smart.
Good dogs.
Yeah.
Sick 'em.
Shout out to these guys on my left and right. Love those guys. They're my brothers. Shout out to these amazing students right here who have joined us on this episode. And shout out to Miss Jones.
Shout out.
Shout out to Miss Jones. This would not be, I mean, this is not the last time we'll say this, but this would not be possible without her. So, and her support. Also, shout out Cody Campbell. Coach
Yeah,
Campbell.
dog.
It's my dog. Love that guy.
Co-teacher for life.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. What about y'all? What y'all got?
Posty, final shout out.
Final shout out to my beautiful bride, Gabrielle, number one. Shout out to Finn Yates' dad, Mr. Yates.
Yeah.
The
Legend.
goat as well, man.
Clap it up.
Clap it up for Mr. Yates. Yes. Shout out to these two. And you know what? Also, shout out to old Kirby Smart. You know what I'm saying, dude? Them
Hold it
dogs.
down.
Them dogs, man. That was a fumble, by the way. That was a fumble. We all know that. Was that a fumble?
No,
Did
he
you
was
watch the game?
calling
Auburn, Georgia
timeout.
game?
He was calling timeout. It was
Okay,
a timeout.
well,
He was
He was
clapping.
clearly
He was clearly clapping. This is how you clap now. Okay?
No, cheaters. Cheaters.
All right, then.
Shout out to Big Duff, everybody here. Jesus, and yeah,
And your mama. You can't leave your mama out.
my parents and family too.
Hey, very quickly, who is the 21st president?
Chester Allen Arthur.
Who knows all of them?
I would,
30th president.
Calvin Coolidge.
We need to get a fact check on that.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
I would tell him if he was right, but I have no idea.
An array of
You could be making
all
this
the
up.
presidents of the United States. Pick a random number and ask me.
Is it bad that I've never heard of either of those two people?
No.
Oh,
Not my
that's
timeline,
bad.
not my problem.
Shout out to Heard County History Department.
Okay, wait.
32.
While he's looking that up, I'm gonna do my shout outs.
Franklin Delano Road.
Shout out my parents for giving you guys the beautiful gift of me in this world. Like, shout out my parents, because what would we do without them? Yeah.
That's Aura.
Shout out to the Marching Pride. Shout out to Miss Mitchell, Mr. Bass, and Miss Neidhart. Shout out Mr. Bell. Shout out Miss Jones. And shout out Briley Campbell, because she's the best. And shout out Lily Grace, my
Hey,
best
shout
friend.
out Briley Campbell and Lily Grace. Also, shout out John Houston. Just want to
Yeah, JU.
Yeah.
We love
Dude,
you, John.
I think the aura might have just like messed up the technology in here. So.
Yeah, that just the aura went nova, right? Okay, so like
Gotta
number
have
one
one
shout out them Central Lions.
Yeah.
We got a huge playoff game tomorrow, so shout out them Central Lions.
The Hayes in the barn.
I mean,
You're
yeah,
ready to
no
go.
doubt, and I love you boys, and you know I'm gonna be there rooting for you. Y'all take care of business, and y'all keep on playing. So shout out to those guys. I know y'all have given, put so much work and heart, your coaches, the players. So good luck tomorrow. We love you and we're rooting for you. Other shout out, let me think here. The CMS team, man. So y'all are thanking me, but let me back that up. Like, y'all know I have crazy ideas. Like, I go to the connections team every week and I'm like, listen, I want to create a dolphin tank for 3 people. And they're like, well, that's inconvenient, but we'll get to work, So shout out the whole crew of CMS staff, faculty.
Yep.
Y'all ride or die any crazy idea we have because you love kids, and I love that. So, and Gordon, shout out to Gordon Jones, who married somebody who's never home. So thank you, husband, for being okay with me never being home.
Speaking of the students, they're back.
Oh
So,
yeah.
hey, Postel,
Send us off.
send us off, man.
So, whenever or wherever you're watching this podcast, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. As always, do good, be good, and go have a great rest of your day.
Thanks for watching, people.
Head, heart, hands.
We love you.
And BCC!